Like a child may see the way the chariot dresses, she dresses well, and the child also copies that. So that kind of motivation. Then I can draw the diagram like then I have here, I have two people. This is the chariot, the child is copying. So the child sees the teacher, how the teacher dresses, then the child copies that. So it is not developed from within. The child has seen from something else. One clap.
Don't worry, because we're going to explain all of it to you as we work through Unit 3. We'll start with this section on classroom management. Can I have a volunteer read this first section for me?
This unit shares foundational principles for effectively managing your own classroom and for viewing discipline as an opportunity for discipleship.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jennifer. The most important part of Unit
has to be motivated or has to be pushed towards the Lord. Okay? We are continuing filling in the plants. So if discipline is gentle, children will become the adults the Creator intends for them to become.
Really?
Excuse me, the reason it was, would you like to take my Bible, right?
Thank you so much. This is so exciting. So Jacob jumped on the bicycle and started to ride. We were so happy with the wind rushing against his head. This is a wonderful feeling.
4. Are we together?
Yes.
So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Teacher Mary.
A little bit more about TeachBeyond and the Sparrow Project, where we started, who we are, and what we do. So you have a little bit of background information. So I'll take some time to share with you about this, and then we'll start our first lesson actually in just a little bit. So all of us that are here are part of this organization called TeachBeyond. We have some TeachBeyond members here. And TeachBeyond is an organization that has over 3,000 members serving with TeachBeyond. And these members are serving in 79 different countries around the world. The goal with TeachBeyond is, our tagline is transformational education services. So what it looks like is TeachBeyond has all sorts of different schools, projects, and programs that operate under this umbrella of TeachBeyond. There's the Sparrow Project that we are a part of, there are different schools, there's the Grace Project. So TeachBeyond just oversees all of these different projects. And really the goal with TeachBeyond is spreading the gospel through education. Spreading the gospel, helping teachers and students grow in their relationship with the Lord, and the goals of transforming their schools and their communities as a whole. So that's really the purpose and goal of TeachBeyond. So under that is where the Sparrow Project comes in. So for the Sparrow Project, this is where I serve, and our vision statement is transforming lives in under-resourced schools around the world. So we saw the great need for teacher training and teacher education in schools that couldn't afford for their teachers to have sort of professional development or didn't have the resources for that. So this is where the Sparrow Project has started. It started with this woman named Tamara Peters, and she was in the slums of Lusaka in Zambia. And she was there just witnessing the schools that were taking place and just the teachers' hunger for learning and for education to be better teachers for their schools and for their students. And so with this, she came up with this whole idea of the Sparrow Project. Our key Bible verse for this whole project is Luke 12:6. I think it's actually right there. That says, "Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies, and not one of them is forgotten by God?" So we are looking at these schools that maybe feel like they don't have the resources, they don't have the training, they don't know where to get it from. And we want to be able to go into these places and provide the training. Letting people know that God has not forgotten about you, He loves you, He cares for you, and we want to help equip you. What I love the most about the Sparrow Project, my favorite part, is that we get to equip the local people in these places. So you are here, you're teachers, you're ready, and we just want to give you some more ideas and tips to use in your classroom. We also train up our local facilitators here in Uganda because they're so skilled, and we can just give them the curriculum to work with, and then they can be here and training you. So right now, the Sparrow Project is operating in 6 different countries here in Africa, but we're actually expanding soon to the whole world. So we'll be starting in South America and the Philippines and other places that really want this training. The whole idea of this, like I said before, is to help you and your students grow in their relationship with the Lord. So everything we do has a Bible verse connected to it, is connected back to biblical principles, as that is really our focus. So what we've done as this group of the Sparrow Project is we've created a curriculum. And this curriculum is 6 units that we'll go through, and Hannah and Hakeem will walk you through these 6 units over the next year. And what we've done essentially is taken a 4-year teaching degree, and we've condensed it into 6 units. So we've taken the best things that we've learned as teachers, all of us teachers have written it, and we thought, okay, if someone were to have some ideas for their classroom, these are the ideas that they should have. So we've condensed this down into 6 different units for you. It's not like a typical training. We have a lot of fun. Maybe you've already seen that so far. And we really want to model for you what it's like to be in really a primary classroom. So you'll see we do lots of activities and games, and we'll do posters, and you might think, well, this is a little bit silly because we're adults. And we know that, but we want to model for you things that you can do with your students. So everything we're teaching you is something you can do in your own classroom with your students. So it doesn't feel like wasted time. We do a lot of group work, a lot of discussions. We do have some lectures, but we really try and make it interactive. Really exciting for you to be in this training, and hopefully that will change your classrooms also. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about these 6 units that we have. Our first unit is all about a biblical worldview. Each unit has about 5 to 7 lessons in there, and they're all about an hour and a half long. So the first unit is all about a biblical worldview, and it's all about that being our foundation for everything we do. So we'll talk all about how you see the world, how the Lord has changed your perspective of the world, and how this is how we build everything on this biblical foundation. So that's unit 1. Unit 2 is on child development, how children grow, how they learn and change. Unit 3 is on, I'm drawing a blank. Unit 3 is classroom discipleship is what we call it. So it's how we can discipline our students in a loving way. Unit 4 is on teaching methods, so really practical teaching ideas for the classroom. Unit 5 is on assessments, how we can assess our students. And Unit 6 is on lesson planning. So the parts of a lesson, how we really plan a lesson. Once you've gone through these 6 units, you'll actually create a final project at the very end of the program, and then we'll have a graduation. Yay! Which is really exciting. And you'll get a certificate that says that you have completed this whole program. You've put in all these hours and all this effort. It's a really big deal. You're going to put in a lot of hard work, so we do really want to honor that. Let me see if there's anything else I'm forgetting. Yeah, we have, like I said, we have teams throughout Africa, and we're expanding to the rest of the world. And really the goal here is that you would grow in your relationship with the Lord, and so would your students. So that as you're being transformed, and your heart is more and more transformed by the Lord, that your students would see that, and their hearts would be transformed. So that your school is transformed, and then so is your community. So that's kind of where we see it going, is it starts really in the hearts of the teachers, but then overflows into really the whole community around. So we're really excited to be here. We love what we do. We have a lot of fun, and we hope you will too. And you'll be in great hands here with Hannah and Hakeem leading